All right. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. My name is Jessica Ruckle, your Emerald leader and ambassador of Plexus. I've been here since 2016, and I just want to say thank you for joining me on this journey because I would not be where I am without all of you. And I went to a service the other day that really got me thinking about unity, and that is something that I've always just said is so important to me. And so I wanted to talk about Unity Sisters. I know we have Derek on here and we have some other guys, but the majority of our team is females. And so majority of our leaders are females, and I'm a female girl. I love my girls. I love being a girl's girl. I love supporting women. I love hearing how you're winning. I love believing in you, and I love learning from you. I love being inspired by you. Okay, we all have something we can take from other people and learn from. And I really just want to hit home on how united we are already, because I do think we are very united as a team, but also how we can improve in that. How I can tell you that your contribution to this team absolutely matters. Okay, so for me, Unity Sisters is a diverse group of like-minded women linking arms for a greater purpose. Super simple, right? Okay, let's move here. I know when I'm recording, if these are in the way, it looks funky. So we're just going to do this. Okay, so what does unity look like to you? If you guys could please put in the chat what the first thing that pops into your brain is when you think of unity or being united in some sort of way. I'll give you guys a second to do that. So I'm seeing being in agreement. Open communication, standing together with others of similar values, same views, same common goal, working together to accomplish a common goal, connection and love. I love these. These are great examples of unity. So I'm going to tell you right now that the unity that we have in this team is our blessing. It's how we bless others, right? We have people behind us backing us up every single day. We have people in front of us leading the way. We have sideline sisters and brothers that cheer us on, okay? So that unity that we have is actually our blessing that we can give to others, okay? When we're rowing together, okay, we're all going in the same direction. I'm going to use a little bit of a cookie analogy. You guys might have heard it before, but let's talk about it again, okay? If I say I bake cookies and here's my recipe and you say, well, I don't really like butter, okay, your cookies will not turn out like my cookies. And if you say, Jessica, I don't want your cookies, okay, well, do you want to be a jewel and do you want to learn from the way that I did that? Okay, and if you want to be a jewel and learn the way I did that, that's my recipe. Okay, you can add your flair, you can add your chocolate chips or your nuts or your pecans or your oatmeal, but the base remains the same. The foundation of your cookie recipe remains the same. And what I am learning is that the recipe comes from someone else. It's not me. I'm not back here I'm not a cook, you guys. I don't cook, but I'm not making this recipe up. I'm not like, this is what works. Okay. It has that back, the facts behind it to back that up. Okay. So I want you guys to really think of this business and your teams, okay? Not just Team Triumph, but what will your Team Triumph look like? What does that look like to you when you think of, okay, I'm going to think of a team name. That's going to be my homework. What's my team's name? You might have one person on your team right now, but what is their name? Is it Plant Tribe? Is it Boss Babes? Is it Diamonds in the Making? Is it whatever it is, okay? But a lot of you don't have your own team pages because we do have this awesome community, and that's totally fine. I actually love it because I want a place where you guys all feel safe to use, but also to bring other people in to where they're completely accepted and united automatically, right? Okay, so let's see. We talked about what unity looks like. What does it feel like? Answer me in the chat. Does it feel good when you're united? Does it feel good when someone has your back? Does it feel safe? Do you feel like you can step out of your comfort zone a little bit more? When you're united as a front, how does that feel for you? Uplifting and safe, empowering. Connected, included. I don't know about you guys, but if you think about what was I bullied about way back when? where do my traumas lie? Okay, something for me was that I wasn't included into things. So on my team, everyone's included. I really try not to, even if I'm doing a giveaway for just a couple people, I don't let everyone know that's happening because I don't want anyone to feel like they're left out. FOMO is different. Fear of missing out is different. You chose not to do it, okay? But being left out on purpose is something that I strive to never let happen. It's something that I want people to feel safe. Yes, exactly. And I want people to feel connected together, all of those things. So if you think about something that you struggled with way back when, or even yesterday, okay, how does that make you feel? And how can you do the opposite for your team, right? Do you feel like you are needed here? Put it in the chat. Be honest with yourselves. This is not to answer me, it's to answer you. Ask yourself, do I feel like I am needed? It can be in life, it can be on this team, it can be in your marriage, it can be whatever, but do you feel needed? And just be honest with yourselves. This is a safe space. A lot of people don't feel needed in their lives. It's why we recluse. It's why we retract. It's why we don't bring up conversations. It's why we don't ask questions. It's why we don't reach out to people, right? That's one reason I love it so much. Feeling needed fuels my fire. Not always with my family, yes. Depends on the situation sometimes, but not always, yeah. So on this team, when we reel it back into Team Triumph, I want you to feel needed. You are needed. Your story absolutely matters. I don't have your life. I don't have your parents. I don't have your children. I don't have your spouse. So when you bring your contribution to our team, it absolutely matters. And I think a lot of us go, I'm not needed. Why show up? People don't need me. And maybe you're looking at your team and you're going, the team doesn't need me. Okay. But what if you reverted and what is that word? Like pivoted and you said, okay, if they don't need me, these people need me. I'm going to find the people that need me. Because I was that little puppy dog that was looking at other teams going, well, how come they don't need me? How come I got put on this team? How come these are my leaders? How come nobody knows what plexus is? How come, you have all these how comes or comparison traps. But what if you just said, well, screw it. I'm going to be that for other people then. I want to go on trips. Screw it. I'm going to do that for other people then, right? It's putting that need from your leaders onto your people, saying, how can I help you? How can I feel needed from these people? Do they need my wisdom? Do they need my words of advice? Do they need me to say that I'm a jewel and that matters? What do they need? Do they need me to say that I have 7 kids and I know that it's hard, right? So just like acknowledging that all the time. Cassie's been doing great at that. Just being like, yep, got 7 kids. I totally understand. It helps. Okay. And it brings it back to, I know someone with 7 children. Okay. I know 2 people with large families. I know someone with cerebral palsy. I know someone with fibromyalgia. I know someone with MS. Okay. I know someone with all of these things, and God put them in my life because I needed them. Okay. And even if we're just talking business here, I need you. Okay. You need me. You need my 75 pounds of weight loss story. You need my depression story. You need my bipolar story. Okay. You might have depression and maybe it's worse than mine, but I might inspire you in some way. I might show you a different way, a different supplement, a different routine, a different regimen, right? So we're all needed here. When we keep showing up, we're showing each other how we can be of service, right? It's coming together for the highest good for all, right? It's not just saying, I'm going to show up for my team today. It's showing up for everybody. Okay. It's like when you clock in at work, are you clocking in for your paycheck or are you clocking in to make the whole company as a whole function? Right? It's an entire, let's think of Amazon, right? It's a billion-dollar industry. Do they think that one person that clocks in every day matters? Okay. I think when we get to be that number, we start feeling unvalued. What makes us feel valued again? That's really important in this business, to feel needed and to feel valued. And so identifying how I can help, where is the need? Okay. And how can I be the solution? It's the same thing with these products. Where's the need? Why do they need the products? Okay, I'm going to be the solution. They need mood support. I'm their girl. Okay. Jessica has a horrible memory, and Jessica doesn't say that anymore, but I know Jessica's working on her memory. How can I be of assistance to Jessica and the team? I could remind her that she needs to take her supplements every day because she forgets. She gets a little crazy. Or I could say, hey, can I put together a calendar? Or hey, this would really help me if this was documented differently. Can I do this and share? A lot of you do graphics and stories and scripts and posts that you share. Okay, that is needed. If it was just on me, we'd still be at silver. Straight up. I needed the people that came into my life to contribute, to help this team become a team. So I want you guys to start thinking of bigger picture. How are you going to have 300 people on your team? You think you're literally going to be the only person managing 300 people. It's not going to happen. Okay. It's going to happen by everyone rowing together, everyone having the same recipe for cookies. Okay. At this service I went to the other day, she talked about drops of water. And if we were all just one tiny drop of water to contribute, maybe I'm having a horrible day and I just have a droplet to contribute to the team. Okay. Your droplet still turns into a puddle that turns into a stream that sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, we got to contain the puddle. It's dripping from the ceiling. We have to put a bucket under it. We're going to contain it. And then guess what? That drop still keeps coming. Okay. Your one contribution of the day is still contributing to the bucket of water. And then what happens? It starts to overflow. And if we look on a bigger scale of like, let's say 8.4 billion people in our world, it wouldn't be a world of 8.4 billion people if everybody didn't show up every day. If everybody wasn't birthed, right? So we have this massive amount of droplets contributing to a greater cause. It's going to create a ripple effect, a creek, and then a river, and then a massive waterfall. So if you're thinking about diamond as your waterfall, are you starting with a drop? Are you grateful for every drop that people give you? Are you grateful that people are spending over $150 a month with you? Or are you saying they fell off again, right? So thinking about how you need those orders, how you're telling people, hey, I really needed you to order this month because I just hit my massive goal, or I'm going for a massive goal and it's going to help me with this, okay? Letting people know how they're needed, okay? Does your contribution matter? I want you guys to ask. I was reading the chat at the same time. I want you guys to put in the chat, do you feel like your contribution to Team Triumph matters? Cammie's such a fast typer always. Ninja fingers. Good. Good. Because what would happen if we were like, I just like put things in the chat every day for people to use and no one says thank you, right? So what did we put into place for post love? We have the one plexus rule. If you're going to steal my post, I'm cool with that, but like leave me some love first, right? So if we're feeling like our contribution isn't mattering, we need to put something valuable with it, right? I felt like my contribution of posting wasn't really mattering. People just took it and they're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. They didn't even think about the words, right? But when you read it and you love on it and you hear it from that person's point of view, and then you go, wow, that really resonates with me. I'm going to take that and I'm going to post it as myself because she wrote it for me. Okay. Thank you. You're showing gratitude. You're actually going to get more love by copying and pasting that post because you showed gratitude first and then you lifted the vibration. Okay. If you're just like copied, your vibration is not raising. You're not showing any gratitude or appreciation for what you're taking. And really, it's not about, oh, I need you to say thank you to me. It's about showing gratitude so that you raise your abundance. Okay, by stealing posts and sharing posts and giving posts away and stories and all this stuff, we're raising our vibration. We're raising that abundance mindset. We're not saying, it's mine. I have to keep everything for myself a secret. That's called scarcity mindset. Okay, so when you're contributing, be like, yes, my thing matters. Okay, this actually matters. This is helping the team as a whole. I'm contributing. I am united. I am bringing something to the table. And even if I'm not, and I need to steal for 3 months at a time because I'm going through a depressive season, that's what we're here for. Okay. I love this business because you can literally take a break at any time. Okay. What happens when we take a break? So do our teams. Okay. Sometimes we have to take breaks. But guess what? Here on Team Triumph, if you said, Jessica, I'm pregnant, I'm going to be out for like a month. I'm a little worried about my team though. Can you help me? I would absolutely message your team. Okay. I would take them under my wing for as long as I needed to. They're my team too. So when we think about unity and we think about I'm depressed, or I'm having a hard morning, or I'm doing this, or I'm having a baby, or I'm going on vacation, or whatever it is, talk to us, talk to your teams. Say, hey, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I'll be out of the office for this day to this day. We had out of the office emails. Why don't we do that for our teams? Okay. This is who you can contact that is next in line on your sponsorship. That's happy to help you. I could even set up a 3-way chat if you would like. Okay. So communicating so that there is unity, because if you're just like, oh yeah, well, they'll survive. Okay. I'm not always guaranteeing that's going to work for your team. Okay. What is the greater purpose for all? We have a shared goal. So who are we helping here? It's kind of a weird question, right? Because it started as we were helping ourselves. Every single one of us, we wanted to get healthy by ourselves, for ourselves, and then it became for our families. And then we realized, oh, wow, this has a ripple effect on my friends and, other people in my life. But now put in the chat, who are we helping? In unity, who are we helping? You and me, you and Tara, you and Johanna, who are we helping? Yeah, kind of a tricky question, but literally everybody. So if we're like, I haven't enrolled anybody this month. This is me. Okay. I've enrolled one person, but it's been a dry spell. Okay. But if I'm just like down on myself and maybe I thought about quitting, maybe I thought about taking a break because people were just pissing me off. Okay. Is my rooted purpose for all showing? Okay. Am I thinking about others in that moment? Am I thinking about, I'm going to help the world? No, I'm thinking about myself, which is fine. We can think about ourselves. But when we think about unity and we think about actually, I have a team that's counting on me. I have leaders that they need me. Actually, I'm needed. You're going to be happier showing up. You're going to be more likely to contribute. You're going to be more excited about your paycheck, about the work that you put in. I promise it will reflect in numbers, the amount of work you put in to help the team. I'm not even talking about Team Triumph. I'm talking about the Wellbeing Society. I'm talking about Celeste Gwynn's team because we're on that too. I'm talking about Yvonne going for Sapphire. That's part of our greater purpose. Okay. We are helping people get healthy. All of us, everybody. So when you say, I didn't enroll anyone. Okay. But did your team? Okay. Did your team below you or above you help anyone this last month? Then you helped someone. Okay. You helped by placing your order, your drop, your subscription going off. Okay. And that's enough. That's all you signed up to do. So the rest is extra. Remember, we all started and said, I'm never sharing, or maybe I will, but maybe I'm not going to say anything. Okay. And then the purpose got greater. So when you get hard on yourself and you say, my team's not big enough, or I'm not hitting my goal. Well, what's the greater purpose for all right now? Are you thinking about yourself or are you thinking about the team? Are you thinking about greater good for all? Are you thinking about how many people you can get healthy? Or are you thinking about the paycheck? Are you thinking about the gold retreat? Or are you thinking about getting people healthy? Get rooted back in what that purpose is. Okay, greatest purpose. My greatest purpose is to help all. Okay, I'm just in it for all. Highest good for all. Okay, when I start to get frustrated, I root back. Okay, this is for everybody. I'm thinking about myself right now, but this affects so many people. Okay, and so when we stop thinking so small and we start thinking big picture, you're expanding your brain to say, I can actually handle 300 people. I can handle 600. I can handle 900. I can handle whatever God puts my way right now because it's the highest good for all. If that's what he chooses for me, I accept it. right? You're not thinking, but what if I have to do this? Well, I can't go live all the time. I can't do a Zoom. Oh my goodness, I can never. Okay, but you're blocking yourself. So remember, highest good for all. What is the shared goal? Never give up. When you stop trying, so does your team. Okay, but even your family. What if you're like, husband, wife, I'm done trying. I'll be here. I'll be in the corner though. Just not even going to try for anything anymore. I'm just going to not try. Who lets you do that? Us, because we don't have any control. Okay. So really it's not us, it's you. You're deciding to give up on that goal, that dream. You're deciding that I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to quit. Even if it's for a minute, I'm just going to quit. Okay. And that is not thinking of the greatest purpose for all. That's not thinking of unity. That's not thinking of the team. One day you will be a jewel. You will be a diamond. You will be sitting here saying, are we united, team? All orders off at once. Let's go. Okay. You have to rally. You have to teach them. You have to show them, hey, all orders have to be placed in one calendar month, not every other month. Okay. And it's teaching them, it's showing them. You never give up on your team, you guys. If I can teach you anything in the last 6 years, is you just don't give up. It gets really hard sometimes. Sometimes your team doesn't even respond to you. Sometimes you're like, $1,000. And they're like, not feeling it. Okay. It happens. But I'm here to show you that it's okay. And you just don't give up. You don't give up on them. Every single droplet counts. If they are ordering 100 PV, that is a droplet. If they're ordering 25 PV, that is a droplet. Every drop counts, you guys. Okay. How are you uniting with your team? Put in the comments whether you are and you have like what you're doing, or any ideas that you're like, okay, this is triggering my mind. I want to unite with my team. And maybe it's reunite. Maybe it's owning it and saying, well, crap, I had a busy summer. I'm back. Let's get together. Let's get back united. I want to like have our team just like blow up, and I want to do it with you, or I want to link arms with you, or I want to, hey, Tara, let's do this, you know, every single day. I'm going to post this and you post this. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. That's literally all we do. We unite and we think and we have ideas and we're like, okay, let's unite. Let's do it. Ready, break. Okay. So tell me, how are you uniting with your team, or how will you?
Welcome to your next survival session.
Attending get-togethers and Zooms, reach out to downline regularly, do more giveaways with my team. Yes. Okay, giveaways are where it's at, you guys, even if it's a keychain. Shows you care. Host Zoom meetings and regular hangouts. Love it. I'd like to plan to have a meetup with Kara and our team. Love it. Attend team functions. Sorry, I forgot to mute. That's okay. I'll do it for you. I'm showing up each week and doing Zooms, linking arms with my level ones and my leaders to become stronger together. Constant communication, helping them reach their goals. Participate in the Zooms I can. I've been making an effort to be more present on people's posts. You guys are amazing. In-person hangout. I want to do more, but many of my team don't want to do anything or even share. Attend more of everything. Okay. So think about this, Amber. I'm just going to pick on you for a second, but let's think about if I am, and I'm not saying this is you, but like if I just kind of like stayed at home most of the time and I, you know, was a mom and I, you know, thought they were kind of rambunctious. I'm like, I'm not even going to take their asses to the park. They don't deserve it. Okay. And, you know, and I just kind of like hung out at home and I was a homebody. It's total opposite of me. So it's kind of hard to say, but, what about that would people like? What would they say? I want that life right there. Is it that I share that I'm really kind and soft with my kids? Is it that I do a lot of arts and crafts at home? Is it that I made Play-Doh today? Is it like, you know, or that I have a homestead and then I fed my rooster? Like it could be all these things at home, but what is it that I'm doing that people are like, wow, I actually really like how she lives her life, right? So, and on the other extreme side, I am always busy, you guys. I'm like, you know, at the park. My kids don't always deserve to go to the park, you guys, but I need the pics. and I need to get out of the house. I know you guys can relate. Okay. I need content. I need to be like, I got out of the house today. It's also good for my mental health. It's thinking about, I'm going to go and do, whatever. Okay. Any activity. It could be walking the market. I did that last weekend, and it's just something to do, something to put in my story, something to say, I did that. That was cool. Okay. My husband literally knows I will try anything. So when he was like, you have a surprise, I was like, oh, we could be going skydiving. Like that could actually happen. And I had to be okay with that. It's totally fine. But I want people to look at my life and go, wow, like I wish I was like, I had that freedom to choose. Okay. Not necessarily I want to do what she's doing, but I want to have the freedom to make that choice. Okay. I want to have that unlimited income to say, screw it, I'm going skydiving today, or I'm going to spend $500 on whatever, or I'm going to buy a couch or whatever. Okay. We want people to envy our lives. So, showing people I'm at the park every Tuesday, or I'm going on a walk every Wednesday, or whether it's you walk on your lunch break, if you start doing that all by yourself, people are going to be like, hey, I saw you're walking. Can I walk with you? Can we be walking partners? Hey, I saw that you go to this gym, or hey, I saw that you do this, like, or even posting like, hey, I'm looking for people that, have cats, or I don't know, like just getting to know people and getting to see how you can unite with them in some way. You want to have my outgoing personality? I feel like you're very outgoing, Kara. Is that online? Is that your online personality, Kara? Are you different online than you are in person? That's a good
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Are you different?
Kara, that is a lie. I have met you in person. You cannot tell lies like that, girlfriend, especially not with me here.
Truth is coming out, called out. But you can. You literally can. You just have to challenge yourself. Like if you're an introvert, okay, you can be like, I'm gonna be extroverted for 0.5 seconds. Okay, whether it's you send a bold message, or you're like, Jessica, I need some energy, or like there's different ways that you can gain that. Go ahead, Allie, what you got to say? I think you have something to say with this.
So I always give my husband crap about this because he's completely introverted. He's not a talker. He always feels awkward around people. But when he saw me, he liked me, and he came up and he said hi and told me who he was, and we're married. And I'm like, see what happened when you just said hi? You got a wife. And I have to be very thoughtful about this. I'm more of an ambivert, and it takes me a little while to get comfortable. So I don't see someone in the supermarket and go, I'm just going to say hi. Like I really have to put thought into it. And I will be honest, when I'm around Caitlin and Jessica, they always beat me to it because I'm so in my head, it doesn't come out of my mouth yet. But it's also very motivating because like we went out to dinner one night and I'm thinking to myself, tell that girl her purple hair looks awesome. But I just stood there going, just tell her purple hair looks awesome. And Caitlin pipes up and says, your hair looks great. And I'm like, that could have been me. But you do have to just be very bold about it, right? What was going to happen if I just said it? She would have thanked me. We would have had a 5-minute conversation. It may have led to something more. It may not have, but I would have been like, I told her the thing I was thinking, and that makes me feel good. Because like what Jessica was saying earlier, now I've put a drop in her bucket. And so I have to be very intentional a lot of times with, let's take a picture, or let me strike up this conversation. And it's just about testing the waters, kind of like, maybe if I do it today, I'll feel better about doing it tomorrow. So I'm going to just try it one time and grit my teeth, but I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you. And a lot of it comes to hesitation. Like, I'm going to do this. Why did you just hesitate? I literally look at my friends and I'm like, what? Why did you hesitate? Like, I don't get it because I'm an extrovert, right? So it's like, I have to learn to hesitate, to hold my tongue, to wait a moment, to listen. And for you guys, it's not hesitating. It's just blah, 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 going for it, right? Challenge yourself to smile and say hi to every stranger that you make eye contact with. Yes, that is the best advice. That's literally how I started talking to people, how I started feeling better when I was out and about and connecting with people. I don't know these people. I don't really, but I wanted to know how they were, and maybe you don't have drops coming from your team right now. Okay. Maybe drops come from above. Maybe it's like rain. Maybe it's your faucet is leaking above you. Okay. Maybe you don't have the drops, but maybe you can dig for them because there's always water below you, right? So if you keep digging and you keep digging, you're going to start seeing that fruit. You're going to start seeing those drops, that water. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm thirsty. I have a well. I have a stream under here. Like there's actually a flow of water underneath the earth, right? Like it's actually crazy. It's crazy to think about. But just knowing that you can find the water wherever it is. Okay. And it's really weird because Tara and I think it was Ashley, Caitlin, Cassie, a couple of us at convention, it was like the weirdest thing because we got on this water kick, and water is like life. It's part of our bodies. It's everything. And then we had this water paddleboard giveaway, and then we have a Yeti, and it's like none of this is planned. It's just coming, like things that have to do with water and Hawaii and ocean and like everything that's coming to you guys. I want you to feel flowy. I want you to feel united. I want you to feel like I don't have to hesitate. I don't have to question myself because my girl's got my back. My leader is a badass. She'll extrovert your ass. Okay. Whatever it is, I want you to feel confident in that. And feel united. Okay, I think that was my last slide, and I remembered I have a giveaway. I wrote down some names, so let me just tear them up. Not some, all names. Let me make sure I got everyone. Someone let me know, unmute yourself and tell me what you got out of this. Give me some feedback, something that you may change about what you're gonna do while I do these names really quick. I'm gonna mute myself, so just be brave.
I'm going to take Sky's suggestion of challenging myself to smile and say hi to the strangers and try and make eye contact. That is frightening.
To be
That
more
I'm not the only one that feels worthless sometimes, and that everyone's in that boat.
Yes.
Well, and I just want to get on here and say that we are all our own captains of our own ships. But like Jess was saying, like rising tides rises the ships. Like we all have to work together. We all have to lean on each other, even though each and every one of you is the captain of your own ship. You're captain of your own business. But we are all doing this together, and we all want to watch you rise together.
I would say, even though, I enjoy working my business and I want to keep doing more every month, just to hear you say, like, you placed your 100 PV order and that's enough. That's all you signed up to do. That's really impactful in those moments when you're really struggling and we're beating ourselves up because we feel like we're not doing enough. We need to remember that is all we ever signed up to do.
Absolutely. And then once you also, there, like Jess said, there are going to be times when something happens in your life and you have to step back and you have to kind of put things on the back burner. No matter how hard you think that your life is, you have to come back. You have to show up. You have to make a contribution to yourself to come back every single time, because you're gonna be stronger every single time. So like, I never thought in my whole life I would have to step back at all and not show up at least once a day. And I had to. And what I got the biggest out of that was the gratitude, because every single person on this Zoom right now helped my family make it through one of the most trying times we had ever been through. And that gratitude right there broke my heart, but it also lifted it and filled the pieces that broke apart too. So like, yes, your 100 PV order is helping Yvonne go Sapphire, which I don't know if you guys know Yvonne's story, but she has been through the trenches too. You help Jess, you help me, you help, just it is a ripple effect, and it's an amazing one.
I think too, like for me, not adding anybody. I mean, I haven't added in a while, but my team has. So just celebrating that and helping my team. I'll continue to do that. I'll continue to add people under my team members to make them silver, to have them stay, to create that unity and show them that that's the culture that I want on my team. So,
Amen. So good. Anybody else?
I just want to say one thing, that watching you is amazing, and I am taking notes because I'm looking forward to leading my team someday, and you do an amazing job. That is all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to hear, because sometimes we're really hard on ourselves. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go Zoom in a sweaty box of a room and put a thing on my child's bunk bed. If I showed you guys what was behind this right now, you'd be like, oh, wow. But, you know, like just to say, like, I appreciate you showing up. It's good to hear. And even if I have to say, get your butts on here for a $50 giveaway, I don't care. Okay. You got the message. And sometimes we have to do that for our team. It's like dangling a carrot. I know you're gonna get value from this message, right? So you dangle the carrot, you get them on the Zoom, and you give $50 away. Okay, let's do it. All right, I'm so excited. Okay, I know we had like a war going on in the chat between the E's. Cammy, Ali, Kara, Baby, Sammy. Who do we think? I don't know. Okay. Lucky
It's
duck.
me, Cammy.
Sue. Doesn't rhyme with Cammy, but it's Sue.
I'm pretty sure it just said she just left on my side. Did you leave, Sue? You better not have.
If she's not here, she doesn't get it. You gotta be
It
honest.
says she just left.
Oh
guys
wait,
like
it might have said
left.
she came back.
She's gone. She left.
She left.
Next. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, Sue. She'll be sad she left. Okay, here we go. Gotta be active. Oh, one just fell out. We're going with that one. Kara with the C. Good job.
Yay. Oh my gosh.
One girl.
I always feel like there's more than one Kara. So yay, but it's the other Kara with K.
Yes, Kara with a C. That's why I said
Holy crap. Thank you.
it. Oh, welcome. Thank you for coming tonight.
Poor Sue. I feel bad for Sue.
Everybody go message her and be like, ooh, girl.
We would have
You
had
guys
to
do,
call
'cause
her
if I do, then it's just
Susie.
mean.
Susie. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You guys are a hoot. Okay, did I miss anything in the chat? You guys are great for congratulating. This is raising your abundance for shouting her out and just making her feel super special. You're raising your vibration. You're showing her unity and support and love. I love that, you guys. So thank you. And I touched on this, like, I don't know if it was last week or the week prior, but when you guys encourage other people on the team in the chat, you're raising vibration. Okay, you're bringing that abundance in. You're showing others that you want more for them, which brings in more for you. Okay, it's having that abundance mindset. So congratulations, Kara. When we get off the Zoom, if you guys would please go love on her in the chat and just shout her out for anybody that missed it. This was recorded, so I will get it to you guys ASAP. And if we don't have any other pressing concerns, questions, side remarks, so we will end this Zoom. Anybody?
Yay, Kara.
Oh my God, I even got Derek to talk. That's a win right there.
I love it. Yay. Okay.